Believe it or not, Apple's iPhone 17 lineup is coming in less than 4 months at Apple's annual September event, and out of the 4 models that we're expecting, the Pro Max is going to be the one to buy because we just got some reports that Apple's brand new fresh iPhone 17 Air might be a huge disappointment in terms of battery life. First of all, supply chain leaker UX1122 revealed that the Air's battery capacity will only be 2,800 milliamp hours, which is barely bigger than the iPhone 13 mini's 2438 milliamp hour battery capacity, and that phone was known for having terrible battery life. But keep in mind that the mini had a small 5.4-inch display compared to the iPhone 17 Air, which will have a 6.6-inch display, which will drain more battery. And on top of that, they're even reviving the battery case just for the Air, so they're obviously not confident in its battery life. And that right there is why I believe that the iPhone 17 Pro Max will continue to be the phone that you should be waiting for to upgrade. So with that said, let's get into the top 10 upgrades that you should expect. Now, upgrade number 1 is that the 17 Pro Max is gonna have a much larger battery. Take a look at the thickness difference between the new Air and the 17 Pro Max. It is absolutely massive. And also, look at the difference between the 16 Pro Max and the 17 Pro Max. It's gonna be getting a lot thicker than it currently is, which means that Apple is gonna be giving this an even larger battery. This is gonna be a battery life beast, which will continue to break battery life records, beating all other smartphones ever made. And another big reason why I believe the battery is gonna get so much bigger is because of feature number 2, which is actually the redesigned camera bump. This camera bump is actually gonna be a part of the chassis, with the metal being milled from the inside from the front, which basically gives us a whole lot more internal space to work with versus glass, which is what Apple uses to make this, which is a lot of wasted space. If you look right here, you can see the flash, you can see the microphone, and the LiDAR. All of that can be moved towards the back, which gives them more internal space on the inside, potentially enough space to grab the main logic board and slide it behind all of those sensors and everything else. It gives you more space for a larger battery. And now getting into upgrade number 3, this new camera bump design might actually also give them a bit more extra space for this feature, which is a brand new 24 megapixel selfie camera. Now, we've been on 12 megapixels for so many years, and lots of people have been complaining that Apple's selfie quality sucks, especially at night. Well, this new 24 megapixel selfie camera could fix it because it's gonna come with a larger sensor. And now moving on to upgrade number 4, this phone right here, the 17 Pro Max, is gonna be the first iPhone ever to come with vapor chamber cooling on the inside, just like we've seen with many other Android smartphones, which helps a lot for cooling. And this is gonna massively help with controlling the thermals, especially keeping the phone cool for longer performance sessions, like, for example, gaming. Cooling actually matters a lot more than improving the actual chip performance when you're talking about real world performance and FPS in games. This was actually proven with the 16 Pro Max's A18 Pro chip being more efficient than the Snapdragon 8 Elite, actually giving users better in-game FPS than the 8 Elite, even though it has lower multi-core performance. And now for upgrade number 5, we gotta talk about the telephoto camera. Right now, we've been using a 5x optical in the 16 Pro Max, but the issue is only 12 megapixels in terms of the sensor quality and sensor size, so that's a big issue compared to other phones, and that's essentially the number 1 reason why the S25 Ultra was able to keep up and potentially even beat the camera system in the 16 Pro Max. But 48 megapixels on the telephoto for the 17 Pro Max will definitely change that, and that's actually gonna be the first time ever that we will have all 3 of the rear cameras be equipped with 48 megapixel sensors, which actually means it'll be the perfect opportunity for Apple to enable 8K video, since you can seamlessly switch between all 3 rear cameras with no issues. And now for upgrade number 6, we are gonna have the A19 Pro chip going into the 17 Pro and the 17 Pro Max, and this is going to be TSMC's N3P 3nm process technology, which usually P kind of stands for performance, and it's usually the most refined version of the process technology. And there's actually a chance that Apple will decide to add more efficiency cores to the CPU, seeing as the A series chips have been stuck at a 6-core design for many years, actually ever since the iPhone X in 2017. So now would be the perfect time to give us an 8-core CPU with 6 efficiency cores. And now for upgrade number 7, we're gonna be getting Apple's in-house Wi-Fi and Bluetooth chip. Now this is gonna be a brand new combo chip, which is meant to give us a better experience with better efficiency. It actually saves Apple a lot of money since they're making more of their own chips. Eventually, Apple could probably build in the modem, the Wi-Fi, the Bluetooth chips, all of that into the main A series chip, which will save them insane amounts of money. But for now, we're getting the combo Wi-Fi 7 and Bluetooth chip, which is gonna improve reliability and maybe even allow Apple to add some surprise features that only Apple can offer. And now for upgrade number 8, Apple's gonna be doing a very unique aluminum back design, which will have potentially even a new sky blue color option, which by the way is my favorite MacBook Air color right now. We're basically gonna have one solid slab of aluminum, and Apple is going to mill out all of these corners all the way up to the camera bump. This entire thing will be milled, and they're only gonna do like this window right here, which you can see, a window of glass for MagSafe to work through. Everything else is gonna be one solid chunk of aluminum, which is gonna feel super, super nice. And now moving on to upgrade number 9, we are getting 12 gigs of RAM in the Pro Max, potentially even the Air. We're not sure about that yet, but this is gonna be huge for multitasking, where you're gonna have less cases of your app kind of shutting down and resetting, and you'll have an AI performance upgrade. I mean, who knows if Apple is gonna fix Apple Intelligence and when they're gonna do that, but in general, it's gonna be more competitive in terms of the specs versus other smartphones like the S25 Ultra. And finally, for upgrade number 10, this is gonna be really cool. Apparently, Apple's gonna add dual video recording to the Pro models, according to Jon Prosser. So you're gonna be able to walk around and record both the front and the back in high quality 4K at the same time within the native camera app. Now, this is also great for social media content and shorts, where you're able to record stuff and have your reaction on the screen at the same time. And there you guys go. Those are 10 upgrades you should wait for with the iPhone 17 Pro Max coming in less than 4 months. I definitely think this is gonna be the star of the show this year compared to the Air, which might have pretty terrible battery life. But you let me know your thoughts down in the comment section below, and subscribe above for more videos like this one. Definitely check out one of those two right there. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.